Addy Soldiers. On a scale of Tinkerbell to Can I Speak to the Manager, how are we feeling about this straightened pixie cut? Like, I don't think I mind it. As someone in the book community, I'm up to date. I am on top. I am all caught up. But in the movie community, I am severely lacking. I've never seen 98% of all movies out there, except for like Star Wars, Pirates of the Caribbean, half the Marvel movies, excluding anything after Spider-Man. I have seen all the Harry Potters, and I've seen most of Studio Ghibli movies. And that's about it. As for TV shows, it goes kind of along the same lines. In the most recent, couple years, the only two TV series I've seen are American Gods and Good Omens. And that was specifically because I sat down in one spot, gave myself 6 hours, and watched the whole thing in one go. If that's not on the list, I have not seen it. I am not kidding. I have never seen anything ever. But one of the things that I do go for in TV shows, if the last couple of my examples weren't obvious, is that I will watch religiously the TV shows based on books. I say that and now just realize I never saw To All the Boys I Loved Before, 13 Reasons Why. Still haven't seen Fault in Our Stars because I feel like I'm just gonna cry a lot and I'm not really ready to go there mentally. However, it's now a trend and a big thing for all these major books to be getting movie deals, and I am pretty excited about that, not gonna lie. One of the first questions I always get asked is, are you gonna watch the TV show? And I really can't say if I'm gonna watch everything or not, because a lot of these I'm like, I love them so much, and I really don't think that they're gonna do a good enough job. So in today's video, we're going to go over, I think it's 6 books that I have that are going to be made into movies or TV shows very soon, and whether or not I think they're going to do a good job of them. To start out with the one that everyone is losing their shit over, is the combined Grishaverse TV series that goes over Six of Crows and Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. TV series is coming out with Ben Barnes playing the Darkling, and I have to say I do love me some Ben Barnes, and I think that was a very good casting choice. In case you don't know, Leigh Bardugo wrote the Shadow and Bone series first before she wrote the Six of Crows duology, completely different characters just within the same world. And in the TV show, they're going to be combining them all into one, and this is where I think the problem starts. I am sad to say that I do not think that the Grishaverse TV show is going to be good. I'm so upset about this for so many reasons. I think the reason number one is that these characters do not go together. Sort of get a little bit of crossover in King of Scars, and I didn't mind it, but I don't think that it was good. I also don't know how they're going to combine the cast, so I can't say it's a completely bad decision, but I feel like this world is going to be really difficult to translate on screen, especially with the two very different plot lines. In Shadow and Bone, we have a fake saint that's going around doing all this magic and getting taken over by this dark king in a country that's in the middle of a civil war. Whereas in Six of Crows, we have a heist novel in a completely different city. That doesn't mean that I want them to do a good job, because I want to see these characters come to life so badly. I love the idea of making the main character, Alina, half Asian. I can't wait to see my babies Jesper and Waylon, and if they don't make them gay in the TV show, I'm gonna be so mad. That's canon, goddammit. And Nash is gonna be really cool because she's gonna be throwing daggers like a badass and climbing all over stuff. And Kaz, ooh, I can't wait to see who they cast for Kaz, but they're gonna have to be very careful. Plus, if they do make this TV show, that means that my access to props and jewelry from this series, like the antler necklace that Alina has or Kaz's Raven Skull cane, are going to be more accessible. So I am rooting for that, mostly so that I can go online and buy the props. The second book is a Hunger Games / Lord of the Flies survival novel that got a lot of kerfuffle about it because Elizabeth Banks is apparently directing it, and that is The Grace Year by Kim Liggett. I think this will make a good movie, but only if they cut a lot of shit out. This is the problem with Grace Year, is that we're set up in this dystopian patriarchal world where women supposedly have magic, and they get abandoned in this weird enclosed arena for a whole year to purge themselves of magic. But even it's not magic, or is it magic? We don't know. It's all these themes about internal struggle and reproductive rights and women rising up to take their place, but not right now. And that part was weird. There's a terrible insta-love, weird, doesn't make any sense relationship in this. And then the ending was so annoying, and I don't know how they're going to mash those two together. If they follow a similar film style of Hunger Games, I think it's going to be visually very beautiful, and the character development for multiple characters was very well done, so I feel like actors are going to be able to give a good portrayal of said character. Especially with the politics of feminism right now, I feel like we're gonna have to build this up a little bit more than it was, so I feel like this has a lot of potential. I'm gonna say it is going to be good, fingers crossed. This next series is gonna be a TV show, and I'm so excited, and I really hope they don't fuck it up, but I don't know if they're gonna do a good enough job. And that is V.E. Schwab's A Darker Shade of Magic, aka one of my favorite books of all time. When they announced this was going to be a TV show, I lost my mind. 4 alternate reality Londons, all with a different degree of magic, and we get a blood magician who can travel between them. This is magic, this is real world, this is gritty, this is intense. We have a lot of murder happening. We have a really cool anti-hero slash villain. We have really cool backstories and wild royals, and I feel like there's so many characters in here that, if portrayed right, will be like one of the best TV shows of all time. However, the way I'm worried about it is that they're not going to get the world right. So I bought the graphic novel of Steel Prince when it first came out, so being able to actually visually see the magic that they do in this world was really, really cool. And I think that really added to my experience as a reader, to be able to see them do it, because in the book they're just like, they wave their hands and then a thing appears. So as a watcher, I feel like it's going to transfer to screen very well. I just don't feel like all of the magic is going to look good, and it might end up being one of those weird like City of Bones, like shitty magic. I don't know how big their effects budget is, but I just feel like it's not gonna go well, and it's gonna turn into Doctor Strange real fast. This series had better get a bangin' cast, because if that cast is good, I may be okay to overlook some of the effects. Or the effects better be good. Everything about this. You better be good. I have very high hopes for this. Unfortunately, this next one I do not have high hopes for. In fact, I think it's going to fail. Please prove me wrong. I think Kingdom of Souls by Rena Byron is going to be a bad movie. I know this is going to be very controversial, but I didn't really like this book that much. I thought that it was way too long. I didn't really care about some of the characters once we got halfway through. I thought the whole ending was very confusing. I did like some element of it, especially the witch doctor aspect and the demons and the souls that are coming through to cause chaos. This is another instance of, I don't think they're going to do the world properly, because a lot of the magic is in a alternative reality soul type world where your soul leaves your body and you see this weird other world, and I feel like that's not going to transfer well into film. Plus, are they going to do the entire series? Are they going to make multiple movies? Are they going to break the last one up into 2? Is it going to go straight to TV? What's happening with these? I have no idea. I predict this movie is going to have a bangin' trailer that everyone is so excited for, and then when they watch the movie, they're going to be really disappointed. I just feel like that's what's going to happen. Please prove me wrong, team that is making Kingdom of Souls into a movie. Please prove me wrong. Now, this next book could really go either way. I think it's going to be good, however, because Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff is getting a TV series, question mark? TV shows have been doing the whole space adventure thing really well for a really long time. We have so many other space adventure TV series to pull on. We got Firefly, we got Star Trek, we got... what else is there? I know there's other ones. Like I said, I don't watch TVs. This is one of those books that's like the ragtag, found family, bunch of weird characters thrown together, and then, oh god, there's a murder space plot and we all have to work together. And, you know, we got the long lost lovers, we have like the fun tech person, we got the sassy AI, we got the multi-dimensional adventure that brings us through time and space to another planet, and like, we got everything that should be in a good space adventure TV show. My main problem with this is that I didn't feel like the book was super well done, so I don't know how that's going to translate into a screenplay. So if some of the characters are a little boring or a little underdeveloped like they were in here, I don't know what's going to happen, because I'm going to want to like it, but I don't know if I can fully commit myself to liking it. Like, if you made Illuminae into a TV show, I would be on it like that. Ooh, that would be such a good TV show. No, that would be a good movie. That would be a good movie because there's a countdown and we can only go so far. Ooh. Damn, media companies, why didn't you make Illuminae into a TV show? And lastly is the thing that I don't know what's going on with it anymore. Is it a TV show? Is it a movie? Is it a series of movies? Is it a video game? I don't know, but Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss is one of my favorite fantasy books ever, and listen to me now, you movie execs, you better not fuck this up. I don't know if this would make a good TV show, and I say that because it's a very long book that's, when you look at it from an outside perspective, kind of boring. I'm not calling this book boring. I happen to love this book. I think it does setting and world and character development so damn well, but it also does it in like a lot of pages. And when you boil it down, it's about an orphan kid who goes to magic school. So it's like Harry Potter for adults, except a lot less exciting because you get like real magic and like real starving on the streets and like being like a real student and not like fun magic student at boarding school. I would love to see Kvothe come to life so badly. I would like to play Kvothe if that's possible. Like, I got the short hair and everything now, so like, where's my movie contract at? There's a lot of music in here as well, so I think that would translate to screen really well because you could actually play it, and oh, that would be so cool to be able to see Kvothe actually playing his instruments. But I don't know how they translate it because I feel like they'd put more stuff in to make it more exciting, and then it would turn it into not this story, you know? I don't know what's going on with this. I certainly hope that it gets turned into something. Can we please make this a TV series that's like 18 seasons long? I think that would be sufficient. So there you go. There is an adaptation movie critique from someone who does not watch movies. But from being in the modeling acting community, I do know that there are some things that are easier to put on screen or more commercial than others, and so those are my guesses as to what's actually going to get made, because movie rights get sold all the time, and then it's like 8 years later and you're like, wait a minute, wasn't there gonna be a thing about that other thing like 5 years ago? And they're like, yeah, we're working on it, and then like it just never happens. Or they go and shoot pilots and then it doesn't do well, so they cancel the whole thing anyway, and it's just like, you never know what's gonna actually get made. Please say down below if you also think that these books are going to be good or not good, or if there's any book that you would love to see made into a series. Like I mentioned, I would love to see Illuminae as a movie. I think that would be bomb. I think if they redid Labyrinth but made it like a mashup with Cruel Prince, I think that would be bangin'. I would love to see them actually make a good City of Bones movie, but like I have given up on that hope completely after that horrendous TV. What even was that? I'm so done. And as much as I would love to see a Raven Boys TV series, I know that if they made that, the CW would pick it up and then like have the secrets everywhere and everyone's actually making out with everyone else, and it would just not have the same vibe, you know? It is a cold, wintry, snowy, blustery day outside, which is why the light is so good at 2:45. Wow, it's usually dark by now, but there's so much snow outside, it's just reflecting all of the light over here. Lovely. So I'm gonna go grab myself another tea and hunker down for the night in a nice warm blanket and some sweatpants to start editing this video. You know where to click to like the video, you know where to click to subscribe. I hope you guys are all having a nice day wherever you are, and I will see you all next week. Bye!